Hello students, today we are going to begin with our chapter 3 Deep Water on page number 23. Hope you all are ready with your books. So open page number 23. Before moving into chapter, I would like to discuss about our author, that is William Douglas. William Douglas was born on October 16, 1898 in Maine, Minnesota, that is in US, and he was graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and Economics. He also spent his 2 years of teaching in high school that was in Yakima. And afterwards, he was just nominated by the President Franklin D. Roosevelt as one of the youngest justices appointed to the court at the age of 40. His term lasted for 36 years and 211 days, and that was the longest in the history of Supreme Court of US. In 1975, Time magazine called Douglas the most doctrinary and committed civil libertarian ever to sit on the court. And the following chapter, which we are about to go through today, that has been excerpt taken from his work Of Men and Mountains, and it reveals how as a young boy William Douglas nearly drowned in a swimming pool. And this is an essay. It talks about his fear of water and thereafter how finally he overcame it, that fear. So this is an autobiographical part of the selection is used to support his discussion of fear. So today we'll just go through this chapter, and as we have already discussed about our author, that is William O. Douglas. So after the description of the author, as if I would like to tell you, and even at that time, like William O. Douglas, he was set to demise in the year 1980 on January 19. So he was very much famous American jurist and politician. So this was all about him, and now I would like to move out for the expressions which we can just go through in our text itself. We have to infer meaning from it. That is, first word is treacherous. That means unpredictable danger. Second term is subdued my pride, to restrain the intensity. And next term is flailed at the surface. That is, to strike vigorously. Next term is fishing for landlocked salmon. That is, to go fishing for specific variety of salmon. Next term is misadventure. That means an incident which turned out to be disaster. Next term is bob to the surface like a cork, to float buoyancy as a work in the water, as a cork in the water. Next term is curtain of life fell. That means to indicate that life has ended. And now last term, back and forth across the pool. That means to swim across the pool. So this is just all about our expressions, and to infer their meaning, that is from context itself. So that is why I was just trying to give you out the meaning of this. Now chapter Deep Water is about the writer's journey of overcoming the fear of water, which is deeply rooted in him since childhood. Here even author started fearing water since the age of 4, as he narrates, and it starts when he was visiting California with his father. He visits a beach where a wave knocks him down and sweeps over him. This terrifies him badly, and although the father laughs of his knowing it was no danger, However, this experience terrifies him and develops a great fear of water in him. After that, when the author is 11-year-old, he experiences another incident which escalates this fear. He is at a swimming pool in Yakima, as narrated by him here in this chapter. He is trying to learn swimming. On one fine day, a bully, means a boy, he just decides to pull a dangerous prank. So he pushes him in the deep end of the pool, which frightens the author. He reaches 9 feet into the water and starts struggling desperately to hold on to the something. But how? As if he told, he was very much fearful at that time. So anyhow, he yells for help, but he starts feeling paralyzed, and only his heart was moving now, as described by him in this chapter. When we'll go through, we'll find out this. So he gives up and just readies him to die, but wakes up at the side of the pool. However, the terror he experiences while drowning never goes away. It continues to haunt him for many years, and even spoiled his future expeditions concerning canoeing, swimming, fishing, and more, as if he was very much fascinated by these things. So he usually used to go for canoeing, swimming, fishing, and so on. But now what happens? As if he is very much fearful by these two incidents, so now he just takes a decision that he might not be going for it. But let's see, when we'll go through the chapter, we'll find out it doesn't happen. So now what did he do? He even visits Marin Lakes, Columbia, New Hampshire, and more, but is not able to enjoy it. Now, as if we'll go through the chapter, we'll find out. He usually then also, after these many incidents, he tries to visit again, but he is not able to enjoy there. And he decides to overcome this fear by hook or by crook. He enrolls himself in a swimming class and tries to learn from the instructor. And even instructor, he teaches him many tips and tricks for swimming. He begins with the inhaling and exhaling part, then he practices it for many weeks. So these all things we'll just go through in this chapter. We'll find out that how he overcomes his fear, and further he moves on to the kicking the legs on the side of the pool. Finally, he combines all this work with final move of swimming. Now he learned swimming very well. So although the author knows how to swim, he is still terrified of water. Thus, in order to get rid of the fear, he decides to confront it. He mocks it by thinking, what can it really do? Consequently, he plunges into the water, and to his surprise, his fear goes away. He faced it in many places and at last manages to conquer it. Now he has conquered his fear, and now he just decides to go and swim across the Yakima River, where his mother usually used to say that it is a fearful river and he must not go there. But finally we will see that in the last he is going and swimming in that river also. So this is just a small introduction of the chapter which I had given you. Now moreover we'll go through the line by line explanation of the chapter. Then the rest of the things also will come to know about the author. So if we'll try, we'll work hard and hard, definitely, surely we'll get the success. That is all about he wanted to see, just tell us here, and just he wanted to narrate in this chapter. As I told you in the beginning itself, this has been an excerpt which has been taken from his one of the most famous work, that is Of Men and Mountains. So this is derived from there, and in just when we go through the conclusion of Deep Water, we'll come to know that we learn that if we are determined enough and have the courage, we can overcome any fear that comes our way without letting the fear overpower us. So this is all about we can just do it in our life. Nothing is impossible in the world. If we are just trying to just come over that kind of fear, we just want to overcome, definitely we'll overcome that. So this is all about the introduction to this chapter. So rest in next session. Thank you.